This is overlord speaking. How are you doing today? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, sister. Hi, Camille. Hi, everyone. Hello. I worked hard today, and I'm gonna have to work hard into the night, so pray for me. Take a bit of dip, that is a music, and also hi for girl. What did you do? I drew. I've been just non-stop drawing for my whole for a while. Yesterday I went to go eat Italian food though. That was pretty yummy. Hi, does your hand hurt? More like my lower back hurts because I was using my brace, so my hand is fine. My lower back hurts. I went to eat Italian food yesterday, and then I went to the book fair. The book fair was in town. I went. They had manga. But it was all in Portuguese, so I didn't want to get it. I was really considering getting the Summer Hikaru, but it was in Portuguese and also overpriced, so I did not get it. However, in the second-hand books stall, the dustiest, mustiest, crustiest books were like so tempting. I bought an art book. I bought an art book about the Rococo period. Read manga in Japanese. No, I read it in English fan sub. Like I read it in directly from the blog of scan later groups. The way God intended. And they had one book in English, and it was The Prince by Machiavelli, and I did get that. I did get that. So I'm gonna be rereading The Prince by Machiavelli, which I have not read in a really long time. Hi, Sid! Thank you! It smelled so dusty, the book. It was nice. I love a book smell. I used to be really, honestly really addicted to books when I was, like, young. The Prince and the Chameleon. No! The Prince by Machiavelli. The man that made Machiavellian into an insult. The man that was so evil that his name became an insult. That's what I aspire to be. I've read it once before. I don't quite remember very much of it though, so I'm gonna read it again, this time in the paperback. And I used to be super addicted to books when I was younger. When I was ever since I learned how to read, like even before I learned how to read, I used to make my mom read to me every night. And then I learned to read as early as possible, and then I was like addicted to books for the first like 15 years of my life. And I ended up calling my mom and yapping with my mom about a bunch of stuff. Turns out that I used to go through books so fast that my mom, like, they couldn't afford to buy me books anymore. Because I would go through them so fast. And my mom started taking me shopping with her. And she would drop me off at the book section of the grocery store. And then go do, like, the month's groceries. It would take, like, an hour and a half. And then by the time she was back, I would be done with the book. with 1 or 2 books. And then she'd be like, alright, time to go home. Put it back. So we just kind of used the supermarket as a library for a while. And then I got a library card, and I went to the library so much that I got an award for it. You know what they gave me? You know what they gave me in the award? They gave me an encyclopedia, like a 12-book encyclopedia. And that's why I know so many animal facts. They were science books. There was one just about ocean creatures. Sea animals. And coral and other ocean related stuff. It was very interesting. You'll never beat Machiavelli. You're too adorable and short. Machiavelli was pretty short. I assume. Short people are more evil because they're closer to hell. You could be a marine biologist. I wanted to be a veterinarian for a while. But I was discouraged by the career counselor because veterinarians have a high suicidality rate and I'm mentally ill. Real story, by the way. 14-year-old Nemuri going to the guidance counselor. I'm thinking of becoming a veterinarian. And she was like, but you're depressed. You can't do that. I wonder why it's high. It used to be high for all medical practitioners because, you know, they witnessed death a lot. But then for doctors and nurses, a lot of mental health programs were put forth where if they were struggling with their mental health, they could get assistance for free, and then if they lost a patient or something dramatic happened, they would be referred to therapy. But the same thing did not happen to veterinarians. And also, you know, when you lose a patient as a doctor, you lose a patient. When you lose a patient as a veterinarian, you lose a patient, and then you oftentimes end up consoling the family of the patient that you just lost. So it's just really hard for veterinarians. And they don't have as many mental health resources as other doctors. So the suicidality rate ends up being really high. Oh. You could low-key be a doctor. I could low-key be a doctor. Just hand me a scalpel. Don't ask any questions. Pass the scalpel and sign this waiver. I did consider becoming a piercer at one point also. I was like, maybe I could do piercings. And then I remember you have to touch people to do that. And I was like, My mom is really scared. She passes out if she sees blood. She gets woozy. I'm the total opposite. I'm the total opposite. I'm really good with like injuries and blood and stuff. So it's a funny dynamic between me and my mom. She's the pharmacist. She's the pharmacist, but she can't see blood. She gets woozy, and me, I'm the neat. I'm the hickey neat, and I can actually like properly dress a wound and everything. My mom's also like scared of heights. What's that called when you get like really dizzy when you're far up? I forget what it's called. Iron deficiency, no. Vertigo, yes, vertigo. Thank you, Large Brian. Yes, vertigo. My mom gets vertigo very easily. Like if she stands on a chair, she gets vertigo really bad. And I'm also the total opposite of that. I used to go hang out on the roof and dangle my legs. I used to love going to tall places. I'd go to in high school. My friends and I would go to abandoned buildings, climb onto the roof, and sit on the ledge. as like a hobby. We called it urban exploring, but it was probably trespassing. This is also related to how I almost got arrested for arson, but that's besides the point. I've lived. I always think my life is pretty boring, but then I have like some quack stories. Maybe I've lived a pretty interesting life so far. I think your palms sweating even just from watching videos. Ooh. I'm the opposite. I'm the person, like, if I go on an airplane, I love the takeoff and the landing. It's my cousin that usually flies with me. They're pretty used to flying, so they're not like anxious very much, but they don't like the liftoff and the landing because it's a little turbulent, I suppose. It's the most stressful part, even if you're not really scared of flying anymore. But to me, whenever there's like the liftoff is so cool. Whenever we're going up, I go wee, and my cousin is fucking glaring at me like, "What do you mean wee? Stop." I was about to cry in the airport, but as soon as we're going uppies, I'm like glued to the window going wee. And then I really like the feeling of the wheels touching the ground when we land. I like the little bounce that the plane does when the wheels touch down. It goes boom boom. I really like that. I also go wee, and my cousin is like, "What are you talking about? We're about to go into another airport. You're gonna cry again." And they're right. I do always cry at the airports. They're not neurodivergent friendly spaces. Hi, Cobalt! I love your ASMR videos. Always put me to sleep. Nice. I'm really happy to hear that. I want to make more soon. Next month probably. I'll have some more out. I've just been very, very busy, but I really appreciate you coming over to say it. So, buildings and mountains are scary. Not to me. I like tall. I don't understand people who free climb, and I don't understand people who like go caving or whatever. I do not want to wiggle in between two different rocks that if I breathe in at the wrong time will trap me in there until I get slowly crushed to death. That freaks me out. But heights, I'm fine. Like a roller coaster. I haven't been on many roller coasters. People are hesitant to take me to amusement parks for some reason. My friends never want to take me to the amusement park. Whenever we plan outings, I'm like, what if we went to the amusement park? And they're like, maybe not. Maybe not for you. I think it's probably because it's crowded. Especially like the lobotomy ones, very cute. Thank you. I also have a particularly soft spot for that one. It's gotta dislocate if you want to keep dying go smooth. I stopped streaming for fights until you climbed Jacob's tower. Jacob's ladder, you mean? That's a dick piercing. Jacob's ladder is a piercing on your penis. I didn't know it was a climbable thing. I told you I wanted to be a piercer at some point. I know all the names. I know all the snake bites, angel bites, septum. I wanted to get my nipples pierced at one point. I saw these really cute piercings that make your nipples look like they have little hearts around them, and I was like, damn, can I get that? But no, my nipples are too small. And I can't put a piercing there, they're too small. The vampire piercings of both fangs are cool. Yeah, they're angel bites with fang jewelry on them. Tragic news, yeah. Also a big fan of historical ASMR. Maybe you can listen to the good one. Marie Antoinette ASMR. Thank you for the suggestion. I'll think about it if the inspiration strikes. Yeah. Anyways. Marie Antoinette tells you to eat cake and then beheads you. Marie Antoinette actually never said let him eat cake, by the way. That's what her haters said about her. It's all hearsay. She was like 14 when she died. I don't think we can. I don't think we can blame her for being a little ignorant sometimes. Antoinette, my goal would never hurt her. I really like the movie, the Sofia Coppola movie, about Marie Antoinette. That was one of my like favorite movies for a while. Before I got into horror movies, I really liked that one because of all the beautiful dresses and the extravagant cakes and the little cookies and the sugar cookies. Oh my god! And the tea. So I want to live in a ruffly satin cake and tea filled world as well. They used to complain about not having cake, but they had sugar bread. I'm sure they could make a frosting. They did not have sugar. They were on sugar rations. Only the aristocrats had sugar. Well, I have diabetes and tea. Yeah, actually diabetes, not just diabetes, but gout was really common due to the extravagance of their diet. Fatty liver disease, the works. So sugar ration was so short. Sugar rations were actually not until the First World War. The peasants just did not have access to sugar because sugar comes from sugarcane, and sugarcane was always imported from Latin America and the Equatorian countries, you know, or from the global south. So the British peasants never had access to sugar. The closest they had access to was probably like fruit jams, if their fruit wasn't totally taxed. So they could not have eaten cake. At best, they could have eaten a sugar tart, a fruit tart. Also, butter was not something that most peasants kept a lot of. Although it was a way of preserving, like excess milk, because it was a like product that was high value, so most peasants would sell away their butter and use lard. And you can make a lard cake, but do you want to? No, it's not gonna be delicious. I really like cake and cookies though. I'm the kind of person that would prefer to just eat cake and coffee and kuchen for the rest of my life. Nothing else. However, you do have to get your daily nutrients, unfortunately. I calculated my daily nutrients recently for the meme. For the meme, man, I do not eat enough protein. Not even close. I always think, like, I always have the same delulu where I'm like, I had an egg today. I probably had my protein. Had a single egg. I had a single egg and I'm like, I probably had my protein today. Fuck. I'm getting no gains. I don't hit my minimum. The only thing I'm hitting is my simple carbs. I do get my daily sugar and my daily carbs, and that's it. Can I eat too much protein? I might finish puberty. That ship has sailed. Daily caffeine too. You think I'm only drinking my daily recommended dose of caffeine? I didn't give it a resub! Congrats on 9 months! It's finally the day it's born? Huh? You might start growing again and actually reach a meter tall. I actually I get my daily calcium too because barista oat milk is reinforced with calcium. Also, I take a multivitamin, so I'm kind of okay on my vitamins. I'm okay on my vitamins. I'm okay. I hit my sugars. I hit my carbs. Congrats on your pregnancy, yeah. 9 months. I always forget that that's how long pregnancy lasts. Like, damn, bitches really be pregnant for like the better part of a year. God dang. And you know that the remaining 3 months you're just gonna be like suffering. Bitches spend 9 months pregnant and then the next 3 months not sleeping and pissing a little every time they sneeze. And then people will tell you, it's the miracle of life. It's the best thing you can do as a human being is to have children. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have cinnamon rolls to collect. I have cinnamon rolls to collect. I'm busy. I don't have time for this. The miracle of life. Someone else can do it. It doesn't sound like something I'd enjoy. Oh my god, someone conned me into drinking orange juice the other day. I was so pissed. Man. Tony Stone from glass out from a brittle falling apart hut. What? The perverts are calling each other perverted in the chat. Pot meat kettle. No proof. Mons, pull out Roger's search history, please. Thank you so much. Your card's cheap. Too accurate, too accurate, too accurate. Too accurate, it'll kill you. My opponent drew 5 pot of greed. How do I counter this? Pretty sure pot of greed is banned at competitions, but humor me just this once, okay? Anyways. Oh, hold on. I have a big gun. Like there's some tension in this air. Yeah, everyone gets a little bit tense when I start bringing up their search history. Can't be helped. You can do that. I wasn't stretching, I was yawning. You can't redeem a yawn, but I'll stretch the. There we go. This is stretch for you. I made it extra demonic. You're welcome. Posture check. My posture good. If you don't count what my legs are doing. Hydrate, bruh. Actually, my eyes have been really dry because it's dusty. I was dying at the book fair. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I was fucking passing away at the book fair. It was so hot. It was like 37 degrees yesterday or some ridiculous shit like that. And I was at the book fair. And it was outdoors. I was sitting on the bench with a cup of water, panting like a dog, like actually losing basic survivability functions. The life support systems hacked, man. I was so overheated. It was crazy. I wasn't wearing anything. 服は重くないけど、パラソルあるかな？あるよ、パラソル。もちろんです。Of course I had my parasol with me. My UV sun umbrella. Yes. Think I go outside without it? Should I get breakfast? You should get a bear claw and a black coffee, 1 pump of sugar-free caramel syrup. Hi! Weird, pathetic sad loser. Hello. Person with a humiliation fetish. Do you know how little that narrows it down? Yeah, I had my parasol with me. I had water. I wasn't even wearing I was wearing light clothing. And I was still unable to breathe. I got home and I could barely walk up the stairs. I collapsed on my bed in front of the fan, and that's where I remained for the next 2 hours. Volunteer yourself to get inside the machine at the back. Alright, everyone, step away from the dotted line on the floor. It's about to get wet. Oh, you know what I'm craving today? I'm craving eclair. Well, a caramel eclair specifically, which I don't think I can get. I don't think I can get the caramel eclair at the moment. Damn. Why not? The bakeries near me make eclairs, but not caramel ones. It's kind of a seasonal thing. Caramel is less popular in the winter, less popular in the summer in desserts because of how hot it gets. Caramel can be less stable. Other eclairs, you never always get the apple fritter. A good eclair is peak. A good eclair is peak. Stable is for horses. Spoken like a true manhead. Get this person a Vtuber model immediately. Stat! Stat! Anyways. Get to work then? I'm not for free. Do you call someone who picks on a student as a pick it? I don't endorse this. We're gonna play Rabbit and Steel. Pull the lever, Crunk! Is Unknown not in chat? Unintentional! Pull the lever! This game is Rabbit and Steel! Brother! Change the category! What are we doing here? I kinda wanna just stick with my heavy blade. To fight him, let me become on him. It's a suspicious request. It's in the title! I kind of want to play the wizard rabbit. She's cute. And I haven't tried her yet. Is this ranged? This is also ranged. Oh! Everything is ranged. Oh, nice! Hold on. No audio. Hold on. How about now? % more damage, but the place have 50% longer. Your defense cooldown comes 10 seconds, so increase movement speed. Power first cooldown 3 seconds. Your special resets cooldowns and charge it. Ooh. A bit loud. God damn it. No audio. Too much audio. Your primer applies curse. Ooh! Your special applies curse. Boot. Majin boot. Ow! Wait. I can't fucking move. I can't fucking move. I can't fucking move. Why can't I move? Hello? 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 Why can't I move? I can't fucking move! What the fuck? Controller died? It's wired! Alright then. There we go. It's working again. Bruh. Oh. Always more damage. There you go. Special place curse, special chaotic effects, 50%, maximum speed. This. I'll take the grimoire. Oh. There we go. Large radius around target, use more damage, no longer randomly switching use your primer, and now switching use your defensive. Oh. Okay. don't get it. I'm going back to my old reliable. I'm going back to old reliable. Was all reliable? Big sword is always all reliable. Big sword. There we go. Is the one on the right of the screen also playable? What's your class? Lifesteal. Bard. Probably. I always said that whenever I play D&D, I always end up playing Bard. Or an assassin. Either Bard or assassin. Either way, I'm never on the fucking front line. Fuck that. Wait. Take extra damage for ability of the effects. We're just gonna passive max. Just passive max. You two can passive max. No brat class. right choice? Probably not. But I do what I want. Let's go, lady! Let me see your face. Right, no freaking controller then. If you cannot behave. Oh my god, what color is this? Shift, you're crawling. I wasn't pressing shift. I had to switch from my controller to my... I don't know what's wrong with my controller. This game is a little finicky with controllers. Hold on. This game is finicky. It's not the first time I've had issues. Had a good thing going too. There we go. Random damage, switching haste, then duplication. We're going for the slowpoke build. guys what has caused a lot of arguments in my life recently? Cause the movie Obsession has caused a lot of arguments in my life recently. And it's a gendered issue. It's a gendered issue. A raise of hands who has watched Obsession. You want to? We have not. I haven't had time. There's a big divide. If you ask who the victim is, who the villain or the victim is in Obsession, there's a big divide if you ask guys versus if you ask girls. Because there is. Because they're like, people I've talked to. Could be a film where everyone is flawed. No. We were having a nice time. I'm just kidding. So that's a reference to the film, by the way. No. The premise of the movie is, okay, this isn't no spoilers, this is shit that you can see in the trailer, okay? The premise of the movie is, this guy likes a girl, so he makes a wish, one of those careful what you wish for wishes, that, she loves him more. He wishes for her to love him more than anyone else in the world. And, you know, careful what you wish for. And there's a big divide. If you ask a guy who the victim is versus if you ask a girl who the victim is, not all of my guy friends, some of them got it. But a lot of my guy friends couldn't comprehend that the main character is the villain. The victim is Bear, right? No, motherfucker! No! He's not! So you mean no? I mean no! He did that! It's like, oh, I robbed someone of their autonomy for my own selfish desires. And that backfired. I am a victim. Head ass. I'm the victim here. I robbed someone of their physical and psychological autonomy because I had a crush. I'm the victim though. Head ass motherfucker. No. He had what was coming to him. watched, but I'll defend the male protagonist too. You shouldn't! I disavow anyone who defends the male protagonist. You're banned. He was relatable, question mark, and human, question mark. Fuck up what he did in the back rooms. We're not talking about the back rooms. Mom! Color matching, dude. None of you have seen the film. It's such a good film. You should go see it. Goddamn. Why do you guys not like cinema? I told you to watch it. I told you to go to the theater, to the movies and watch it. When I get to Fortnite clan, we can talk. Oh my god, you sound like a Lego adult. Freaking Lego adult behavior. That's only a step down, half a step down from a Disney adult behavior, by the way. No, but I built the fucking Death Star with Lego. My plastic model. My plastic buildable model. I followed the instructions. You couldn't even be creative about it. You follow the. It's a toy, and you're following the instructions, bro. What are you? It's a toy. You play with it. You use your imagination. Do you know what that is? Or did you lose that in the divorce as well? Lego girl, it's alright. No, thank you. I like my hobbies, not overpriced. That's a lie. That's a lie. Queen of overpriced hobby, but Necronomicon. Ooh. Yes. Poison. Passive maxing. Oh. Ouchies. I wasn't paying attention, I was trying to read chat. I am the more productive version of a Lego adult, which is an IKEA furniture enjoyer. I was clearly never saw a Fortnite battle boss playset with minifigures. I'm sorry, but until you've put together a Calyx with nothing but the provided tools in the box, don't talk to me. I built my bed frame by myself, by the way. It's an IKEA bed frame. With only, I didn't even own a screwdriver. I just used the tools provided and my own wits. You wanna follow instructions? Do something productive. Would you build a Gundam? Of course I'd build a Gundam. I'm not a heartless bitch. What am I, a cold-hearted, joyless cunt? No, yes, I'd build a Gundam. Can you be creative and build a bed on your own? I have! It's called making bed sheets, which I also made my own bed sheets, and they're very nice. They're mint gingham. I made them. They're made out of cooling, half silk, like half linen fabric mix fabric that cools, spreads heat better, so it keeps you cooler better. Did you know? Do you know? I installed an invisible zipper. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to thread a sewing machine, Fivehead? No. Back to the mines with you. Seen enough, nerd. Sorry, being a seamstress is not nerdy, it's a useful skill. It's a useful life skill. Not that you would know anything about useful life skills. I don't expect a nemuri bun viewer to know anything about useful life skills. Fine pen. I just totally ignored the shop, didn't I? I was so caught up in the vibes. It's okay. The shop usually kills my run, anyways. Is the cope I'm going with today. Can I pay for that so don't come charging? No. That one's for free. That one's off the dome. That's just a sampler. Even me, I can't complete that curse. Personality. See your face. Ah! Shit. Shit. I lived. Even me. Hi Jenkins. She takes damage I roll when hidden game. I do. I take emotional damage. It's hot today. Hasn't been that hot during the day, but it's getting hotter.
20 Sue suggest redeemed hydrate.
I did, thank you. Ooh, bonk. Cubism, St. Patrick's, more lives. No. I'd rather die. I'd rather be perma stuck on Emerald Lake. I'd rather be perma stuck on Emerald Lake, man. Yeah, I like you don't know, man. I'm stubborn. That's the thing I'm the most, is stubborn. understand, but I'll figure it out as we go. Ding. Only cute girls play on cute, but hot bitches play on normal. Makes me luckier. I'm luck maxing. Counts as passive incentive to forget stuff. Sounds good to me. Instead of taking the risk, go to the turn pick up. Personality, all I can ever be. And for you, I will change my everything. But I hate the stop moving one. My personality, I want to be for you and I'll change my everything. Still outside, just as bright as you. Clearly see your face. Fuck. I just wanna be heard. Fine. How's the druid? A little hard. That's the boss that won his fee, completed the mechanics, is an ethical gamer. I don't look at the boss's HP, it's none of my business. Privacy first. You're not getting worse at least. Most backhanded compliment, you might as well just hit me, bro. Compliment that backhand and I'm gonna be filing for domestic violence. You're not allowed to live in my walls anymore. I'm so warm though. Again, the heat is defeating me. I'm fighting, but it's fighting back. I'm EP. I didn't have my afternoon coffee today, I forgot. There we go. Gold. Projectile to 50 damage. Oh! Pajama. Pajama items are always OP. More damage. I don't use my defensive. So not fun to use for the defensive. Secondary damage with 20% during secondary range to brief invulnerability. Reduces 100% more damage and speed is also moderately reduced. This. Bum 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 bum. Increased. Signal size recharges your primary twice. Deal slightly more damage and initial time for every buff you have up to 5 times. Exam streets. Exam 2 is on 150. 99-second cooldown. No. And I'll change my everything. And I look into the place I can see. Still outside, just as bright as you. See your face. I'm bad at those. I'm good at the keep moving ones. I'm good at the keep moving ones because I have strafe brain. I have to hit a button. Now change my everything. And still I'll smile just as bright as you. Oh, やばい。One, two, three, 5, 6. My personality. Well, treasure. Are there any times you or debuffs you apply to damage to an enemy? Apply spark to armor, do damage to flare armor, just to close the aim per second. Shit. Shit. Okay. One, two. Is this turned into Osu? That was close though. That's as close as we've gotten. I'm not getting worse. Doing my best. I'm not. This heat does not allow me to do my best. It's too hot to do my best. I'm doing my best for the circumstances. Sorry, I'm moving things around. Excuse me. Excuse me while I decide to rearrange my life. There, maybe? Corner? Smaller? I mean, you don't need to see the seconds, right? You can just be like that. Is that better? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, I'm officially too hot to play any more games. Too hot, too overheated, melting. I need an ice cream. I need ice cream. Bring out the app! Oh. Bring out the app! It hasn't been that hot during most of the day, but my room gets the late afternoon sun quite directly, so it heats up. Heats up. Like that. Towards this hour, which is, unfortunate for streams, but I only have one thing left to finish for my report, and I can go get it printed, and yeah. That's pretty exciting. I don't sound excited because I'm very anxious, but I posted on Discord. Oh yeah, I did finish yesterday's art. I can post that. True and real and fact. It's been quite a while since I posted art on the Discord, isn't it? There we go. I finished the drawing that we were working on the other day. The Meheda-chan drawing. I think it turned out quite cool. I like the lighting, the gemstone. Maybe add this to the prints. Next time I do an event, maybe. Don't know when that'll be, but you know, at some point. I was drawing like you one day and I was drawing fat people. I'm not used to drawing big boobs anymore. So whenever I get a commission with someone that has titties, I'm like, I have to engage 100% of my brain. Which is a little... I'm gonna be finished, but and everything. Yeah! It's a pretty established thing. Alex and the artist in your community, bunpire is huge. I love my fan art. I love it so much. That's why I show it off all the time. So I did Bear Back Screen. It's just like a big thank you to everyone who's ever drawn me. I get a lot of the fun art. A lot of it that I get is during art fight. I always join art fight, and I just look for people that have characters that I think are cool, and I draw them, and then they usually draw me back. There's art fight. It's an artist. I think it happens during July, if I'm not mistaken. July? August? I'm gonna look it up. It's an art gifting game. And basically you join a team. Starts in 1 week, 1 day, 23 hours, 16 minutes, 30 seconds. You join the team and then you attack people by drawing their characters, and then they draw you back. They draw your characters back. It's really fun. I join it whenever I can, and I just draw people's OCs, and then they draw me. All I say in the character references is like, please bully her a lot. Please bully her a lot. That's it. That's all the instruction. Please draw them giving birth for more damage. Mom. I'm finding this July. I don't know. I'm thinking of joining. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm also gonna be on vacation for a large segment of July, so. Misclick, misinput. Yeah, basically. I just, I show nerd fight and I get a lot of fan art. And I also get to draw a lot of different OCs, which is fun. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be on vacation for a lot of July. So I'm gonna be able to participate in it as much as possible, but blah, 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 blah. But yeah, you can find me on Artfight. I'm just gonna be nemuri. It's just nemuri_bun, same as everywhere else. I'm not sure which team I'm gonna join on Artfight yet, but I'm not gonna be on vacation most of July, just like 1 week of July. But then I have also the gallery deadline is also in July, so I have a busy July, is what I'm saying. I joined Team Mystery. Anyways, Yeah, July is gonna be some. It's gonna be something. There's just a lot of stuff that I got a lot of balls in the air. Is that what they say? It's gonna be fine 100%. I'm not sure if 100% fine, but I'll live. Barely, but I'll live. One of balls in the air says a sausage. It is a juggling reference. It's a juggling reference. You got a lot of balls in the air. It means that you have a lot going on. People say that. I'm not insane. I've heard it said before in the juggalo community. First person I've heard say it, and I'm a guy who knows lots of sayings. Do you know a lot of juggalos? Owned liberal. Maybe if you knew more juggalos, you would know what they're saying. Me, I'm friends with all the clowns. That's my family. Oh, apparently it was like American Father's Day last week. I saw it on Twitter, so it must be true. I already know for fatherless VTubers like me, it was just a day. Yesterday was Father's Day, and it was nice time to call your dad. Hi, Kitty. Thank you for the help. I hope you had a good conversation with your dad. I hope he was happy you called him. You want to have sisters with your brothers and his wife? With your brothers and wife makes it sound like with your brothers and your wife. Your dad steals your bitch, takes her out to sushi. That would be really funny, actually. It'd be the first time. I mean, who would I wish a happy Father's Day to? I have no one to wish a happy Father's Day to. I guess I guess to I don't have any father figures. You can tell I have very fatherless behavior. I don't have any father figures. Every middle-aged man I've ever met is wrong with me in some way, so I only have a nemesis. I can wish it to your dad. Your dad knows. Don't worry about it. Your dad's aware. I talked to him already. Were you afraid of your dad? No. I'm not scared of dads. I'm not dad phobic. I just don't trust them. I just wouldn't trust them around my wallet, you know, and my bike. Let's just say if there was a dad around, I would be locking up my bike instead of leaving it in the yard. But it's not a phobia. It's funny because my dad actually did steal my bike. That's cool. He upgraded your bike when you were a kid. My dad, I asked him to teach me how to ride a bike. He tried for 5 minutes, got frustrated when I didn't get it in the first try, called me useless, and pushed me. So then I practiced in the patio all day by myself. I just practiced riding without training wheels until I finally got it at the end of the day. I finally learned how to ride a bike all by myself. I ran in very excited to tell everyone, and my dad went, "No one cares." No one cares. And then to add insult to injury, he said, "It took you all day to learn this?" Yeah. And that's how I learned to ride a bike. That's how I learned to ride a bike without training wheels. That could not be real. He sounds Machiavellian in hindsight. He also once, quote-unquote, jokingly pushed me into an open sewage drain and I nearly fell in. I remember because it was the same summer I learned how to ride the bike. Memories. To see if the hepatitis shot was for real. Best friend tied you to a light post with your baseball sighted because you beat us kid in a race. W dad. W dad. I once got a perfect score in English. And I brought it home and I was very excited to show it off. My dad looked at the test and said, "You think you're really impressive, don't you?" And then he threw it in the garbage. How many of these messed up dad stories do you have? 20 years worth. 20 years worth. I was trying to make supervillain, got a Vtuber instead. It's actually crazy. It's not even like top craziest things he did. These are mild. One time he got shot at with a paintball gun naked as punishment. Let's not go into what my dad considered punishments. Cause then everybody's gonna be sad. Everybody's gonna be sad. Let's not harsh the vibes. It's good Monday though. It's only Monday, bro. I forgot. Forgot it was Monday. It kind of feels like a Tuesday. You know what I mean? Maybe because I had a busy Sunday. Usually Sundays I don't do much, but I went out to eat and stuff. So I had a busy Sunday, so it didn't feel like a Sunday. And I was just working, and then I have to do my presentation thing, and I still have to email my teacher. I got an email. Everyone in my class got an email, like, here's your slot for when your presentation is, and my presentation is after lunch, so like 2 p.m. and they're like, but everyone has to be there at 8 a.m. to load their presentations into the computer. Excuse me? Excuse me? You're expecting me to be functional from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.? Are you kidding me? You should drink beer before you go into class. Couple of times I had really hard days at school, and on my way out of class I'd stop by the supermarket, crack open a beer, and drink it on the way home. But alcoholism runs in my family, so I had to cut that out. It's becoming a habit, so I switched to donuts, and that helped. I better now I don't cry 3 times a day at the internship. Define better. Define better. Don't let the tradition die with you. Oh, bruh. I'll become an alcoholic, but I'll do it in, like, my old age. Also, every time you guys write ×3, I just see the ubu face. The tiki. X3. I don't cry 3 times a day anymore. I cry like 3 times a week, maybe. Lately. Do you cry times a day? So I'm crying less. I'm sleeping better. But I also feel very, like, generally anxious. What up? Hi, Wolf. Why are you crying, girl? Woman moment. Depression? Yeah, amongst other things. I cry less often now that I'm not in the labor camps. Crying at the labor camps is crazy. It was an air-conditioned office that I had to myself, by the way. I still cry a couple times a week because I'm just, like, anxious. You know I can't help femboy mates? You lost me at boy. You lost me at boy. No thanks. Scratch because she's in 2D IRL. I almost became 2D IRL. From stress. But I've been eating ice cream twice a day now, so I'm good. Femgirl mates, that does make me feel better. Don't we sniff? The upgraded circumcision. Circumcision plus. Like it's fucking Amazon. Disney, you've heard of Disney Plus, now get ready for circumcised premium. If you don't get circumcised premium, then ads will play on your on your foreskin. Do you want us to call the Twitter girls you like and so you're crying? No, I just made them laugh today. Let me ride that. Let me ride that high for as long as I can. Let's see. How am I feeling lately? I don't know. Honestly, I'm just stressed. I am in what you call in desperate need for a vacation. And then I'm like generally uneasy about like the future, I suppose. Just going to vacation. I'm going on vacation next month, but until then I still have school stuff I need to wrap up. I'm very anxious about this presentation. Just call your dad for some help. I just fucking put the gun to my mouth myself, actually. Are you worried about hard eating full time after college ends? No, I'm very excited for that, actually. I've talked to my advisors. I've talked to my court of advisors, aka the people in charge of making sure I don't preemptively game over. And I asked them if they thought I should seek a job after graduation, or if I should just NEET max. And the answer to should I get a job was a please God no, God please no. Please God no. So that's me. Our princess. It would be terrible. Yeah, everyone was like, my mom, my roommate, my caretakers, everyone was like, we cannot put you in a corporate environment. No one will survive that experiment. Was the consensus. Which then if you get a job, so help me God. You bomb the place, genuinely, I would. Man, it would take like one comment from a middle management and I'd be catching a charge. I'm not fit. I'm not fit for labor. So the agreement was to stay self-employed, but I have to go back to therapy, which I'm resenting a little bit. You hire me? Okay, I can only work from home. I can be HR. Of all things, HR! I hate people! And I have no resources. Someone walk into the HR and be like, Mr. X has been making some really uncomfortable comments. And I'd be like, kill him. Stab him. Cut his tongue off. There will be no more comments. Wine taster, I don't like wine. Can I be professional? Oh, my dream job. I don't dream of labor, but if I were to have a dream job, I would be the taste tester for a bakery. Company mascot. Oh, I'm the personality hire. My personality is awful though. Most antisocial person, you know, worst personality alive, is the personality hired. That doesn't add up. I don't think that adds up. So the agreement was that I would stay self-employed, but I have to go back to therapy once a month. I really don't want to. But maybe I can wiggle out of it at some point, but maybe I won't. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I'm a difficult person. No therapy? I agree, no therapy. Yes, therapy. I'm actually seeing my psychiatrist this week. Not my therapist, my psychiatrist. Cause therapists say yes to everything they say. They are onto you. If you do, you can do that, and then, but they'll notice. Therapists know our tricks. I was made to go to therapy in high school for a while, and when I didn't want to. I was in therapy twice in high school. Once because I wanted to, once because I did not want to. And I would just say, I don't know, to everything that they asked me when I didn't want to be there. And she knew my tricks. She was like, yes, you do. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out and tell me next week. Yeah, I almost forgot I have to see my psychiatrist this week. I almost forgot. It's Thursday morning. She's gonna ask me how I've been sleeping. I've been sleeping fine. Good, even. She's gonna ask me how my anxiety has been. My anxiety has been bad. As per usual. She's gonna ask me if I've been to therapy, which I have not lately. So on and so forth. Look at just LARP stands. Blah, 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 blah. What is that? I don't want to do that because I don't want to be put on psych meds again because they suck. Being on psych meds when you don't need them actually makes you insane. Trust me from experience. Being on antipsychotics when you don't need them makes you feel like you're freaking reality shifting. It's not vibes. Also, I take enough medication to like permanently put down a horse, which is also not vibes. And I don't think my liver can take anymore. I can have your liver. I suspect your liver is not faring much better than mine. I have a inkling. How? I don't think you get the necessary nutrients for a healthy liver. I don't trust your diet. Seems fake. Doc says this alcoholist is broken in. I don't want any of your livers! Not for myself. I'm only interested in the liver that's attached to you. I'm gonna look at it and poke it. Otherwise, can take your heart, it hurts too much. You should really see a doctor about that. Listen, I'm just a girl. I can't fix you. I can make it worse though. That's have to be worse for something. Thanks for amazing. See you tomorrow, probably. Do I stream tomorrow? I don't stream tomorrow. The day after. Yes. See you later. Make it worse, please. It's already happening. I'm slowly eroding your morals. Slowly but steadily eroding your morals and your autonomy. Are you streaming on Friday? What is this for me? I'm not streaming on Friday. That's my defense. I have to go do the big presentation that's on Friday. So no stream on Friday. 404 stream not found. 404, you don't know? The 404 error? Man, kids these days, they don't know anything. 404 not found in the system? Bruh. You know it? I want it to be cute! So yeah, so this week's streams are a little less organized, a little more chaotic. Well, not less organized, they're organized. It's just like a little, some of them are missing. Some of the streams this week may be missing. That's a sacrifice I had to make. But wait, is it my defense this Friday? It's not. It's just a submission. I may stream on Friday. Friday is maybe stream, okay? I forgot it's in July. Man, I'm all mixed up. Can someone just kill me? Can someone just end my fucking life, please? I'm so stressed out. I'm actually so anxious. I'm actually so fucking anxious. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. It's like a corn dog's not perfect, but it tastes good. Life is not like a corn dog. Life is like crinkly Lays. You keep eating them, but the roof of your mouth is shredded. That shit hurts. Pork chops are perfect. We wouldn't have hot dogs. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't even eat meat, bro. You know what the hot dogs I eat are made out of? Egg. Egg and pea protein. Soy. They're pretty yummy though. As far as hot dogs go. Incognito, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Hope you open your time here because there's no way you're in here forever. Welcome in. Welcome in. The door does seal shut behind you. If carrots are perfect, we won't have V and baby name. I like carrots. I like them with hummus. I like them with buffalo dip. I like carrots. Carrots are like a B tier vessel for dips. They open the close or meow. Meow. As far as vessels for dips go, the potato of course reigns supreme. The tortilla chip close second. Bread is also up there. It's my indomitable human spirit to try. Unfortunately, it's touching the door makes you triple gay. So, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month to anyone who tries to open it. Can you guys burp on command? Sorry, it's a random question. I've never been able to burp on command. You can teach me your ways. I've always wanted to learn how to do that. I can't do any cool stuff on command. I can only pop. I can pop pretty loudly. I have great pop control. I can pop really quietly. And then I can pop extremely loudly. But just close air in your throat. That doesn't make any sense. Someone told you just have to swallow air, but like that just there's just nothing. Keep closing the air and then expel it out. I don't think we have the same biology. Cause like if I swallow air, it just goes into my body and then it's in there. It's lost. Try the breathing function to keep your throat closed. You have to push it, not swallow. Someone did this. Whatever, not swallow it, am I a quitter? I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I can do, however? I can do a fat bong rip and pass out immediately. Your useless pushes you. Huh? Dad, is that you? Fucking never been able to whistle either. I can't whistle out, but I can whistle in. I can't whistle on the exhale, but I can whistle on the inhale. I can't whistle on the exhale. I can't do it. It doesn't come out. But I can do it on inhale. Inhale is easier, yeah. I also sometimes, this is involuntary though, but I can also sometimes do this weird frog noise with my throat. And also, if I lay on my back, but like slightly upright, like just where my chest is slightly higher than my stomach, like my stomach will make really loud noises forever until I change position. That's how I'm gonna record 1 hour of tummy noise ASMR. It's really annoying when I'm trying to read in bed. If I don't assume the chalk outline position and I try to read like on my back, my stomach will just make noises forever, really loud. One time was the dead of night and my stomach was making noises, but I had my earphones in, so I couldn't really hear it. Even though it was gurgling. And I think my roommate got up to get some water or something, and he was like, "Is that you?" From the hallway, and I was like, "What? Is that your stomach?" Yeah. Yes, it is. It was the dead of night. It was super quiet. You just hear the fucking stomach demon. You just hear the stomach demon. So that's, if you're ever wondering what it's like to share an apartment with Nemuri Bun. I'm legitimately like, as a roommate, I'm legitimately like a cryptid, or like how your house is haunted. You hear random noises in the middle of the night, and like doors are randomly opened. It was 3 a.m. I was bored and sad. I was looking for chocolate. There's weird noises. Sometimes I wake up screaming in the middle of the night. I'll fall asleep on the couch and like yap in my sleep. Sometimes I fall asleep on the couch and I sit like, and I'm sleeping, but I sit like upright, like I bolt upright in my sleep, and I say cursed shit like they're coming. They're watching us right now, and I lay back down. I watch yaoi on the living room TV. Shamelessly watching yaoi on the living room TV. Every time my roommate wants to bring a friend over, they have to come upstairs and see where I am and what I'm up to. They have to turn to their friend or coworker and be like, okay, I need you to wait here for 5 minutes while I go check that my roommate isn't doing something insane, and then you can come up. Hi, Lizio. My brother's living with you. He developed an insanely loud snore. Another machine on your back. Don't we all? We all have great memories with the contraption. You're not special. It's there for a reason. It's the great filter. It's the Turing test for the average chatter. If you recognize the machine and you go, oh no, and you close the tab, then you've been successfully filtered. If you recognize the machine and then go, wait a minute, what's happening here? then you're probably gonna have a good time. Assert your dominance by watching yaoi on the TV. I do. So you don't want normies? Exactly. I don't want tourists. I don't like tourists in my hobby. So we filter them pretty hard here. I like my little nook of horrors to be sanctified. Force my 8 homeboys to watch all the episodes of Boku no Pico. I said this the other day. I miss being sent pico.mp4 randomly on a weekday. What happened to our culture, man? Why? It was a rite of passage. It was a rite of passage. We had so many rites of passage like that. Like we used to tell people, hey, you should watch School Days. It's really wholesome. We used to do that. We've lost our cultural practices. Which is why this hobby is now filled with tourists. And I hate it. Yes, that's School Days. We used to be like, hey, you should watch School Days. It's a really wholesome romance. Yaoi and Yuri just aren't discreet anymore. They've never been discreet. Yaoi and Yuri has never been like the thing. It's just that Boku no Pico was like, it went 0 to 100 immediately. Should watch Redo of Healer. I don't watch Isekai Slip. It's not my battle to fight. It's just that you sent your homeboy pico.mp4 and the first scene. Hold on, I have a call. Sorry.
One moment, please.
And it's not me singing. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. I have to go. My roommate's gonna be home soon and they need my help with some shit. No, it's not me singing. I don't sound angelic. I don't sound like I don't sound like the greatest VTuber to have ever lived. I'm sorry. I'm just a girl. We're gonna go say hi to Hime-chan. So, thank you everybody so much for coming. Thank you for staying. I have to go attend to real life people in the real world, unfortunately. Raid message. Raid message. It's just I want to eat and drink it, but no raid message. Bye. See you guys next time.